girl. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Welcome to
Literally Just a Girl. Hello.
Hi guys. Sorry, I'm taking some sort of vitamin. I can't figure out which one it is. I thought it was my Nutrafol, and it's not. It's making me burp, and it don't like the burp.
Are you taking it on an empty stomach?
No, I'm taking it with after lunch.
It doesn't sit well with you.
Yeah, I don't know what vitamin it is.
Some vitamins do that to me.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh, I can't stand the burping. I was like, okay, maybe it's the Nutrafol, so I didn't take it. No, it's not the Nutrafol because I think I'm taking something like Gigliobalcoa or something like that. It's supposed to help increase sex drive on people who take antidepressant meds, because antidepressant meds really do reduce your sex drive. It helps, but I think this is, I guess, just a side effect. Now it helps the sex drive, but now I'm
burping during sex.
It's giving me gas. It's giving me gas.
Side effects.
Oh my God, but
oh my God.
I haven't seen you in forever, which feels like forever.
That's what I was just telling you before we started recording is I have major brain fog the past 2 weeks since I've seen you, and so I'm like, did I see her last week? No, I didn't see you last week. We filmed 2 weeks ago, which is so crazy.
Yeah.
And I want to hear all about your past 2 weeks, and your hair is growing, I can tell.
You think?
Yes, it's growing, because your bangs used to be very short, and now it's growing. It definitely is.
My grays are back. I need to get my grays dyed by my girl Gabby. But I'm like, okay, I do feel like my hair is still a little dry at the bottom, so I think I'm just going to do the roots and not touch the other part of my hair. I'm trying to do the best in the sense of not using heat and stuff. I just bought myself the silk bonnets. Dude, I look fucking hideous. I hate it. I hate it.
No way, you sleep in a bonnet now?
I sleep in a bonnet now because I feel like I am such a crazy sleeper, and I do believe in the bonnets. I feel like everyone who sleeps in the hair bonnets, their hair just wakes up and it just looks so much just silkier and smooth. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to start sleeping in a bonnet. And also because I sweat so much, I've literally been showering 3 times a day now, because I wake up in a shower right before my class, because now I'm doing my Hyrox training.
I want to hear all about it.
And then I get home, I shower because I'm all sweaty and I don't want to just be a few hours in my sweat. And then I go to run club, and then I come home and I shower again. But by the time I go to bed, my hair's still sweaty from run club. And I don't want to go to bed in my pillow. So now I feel like the silk will just kind of keep all the oils there, and not in my face.
Do you have a silk pillowcase?
No, I can't stand silk.
Really?
I can't stand silk.
That would help your hair.
I know, but I can't stand silk on my skin. It's disgusting. I do not know how people do it. I can't.
What about it? I love it.
The stickiness. I cannot stand this.
If you sweat a lot, I can understand that.
I can't. Silk on my skin. I tried the silk pillowcase. Ugh, on my skin. I hated it.
To me, because I sleep with it freezing, 65 degrees, there's nothing like a cold, silky pillowcase. I love it.
We sleep with really cold, but no, silk I can't do. I can't do silk pajamas. I can't do, I just can't. It makes my body feel disgusting.
What you need is a bed jet. I've heard those are really good. I don't have it, but I know Jake Shane talks about it because he sleeps with it really freezing. And it's I don't even want to say if I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's supposed to be something that keeps your bed really cold. I think it might be I don't want to butcher it, but I think it literally pumps air into either your mattress or the top layer of the bed to make it really cold.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you should try that.
I mean, I get cold at night. I sleep with my heating pad even when I'm not on my period sometimes. And Chris is like, this is your weird addiction. Are you going to have some weird addiction? Yeah, he's like, why do you have to have it? I'm like, I think now it's just a comfort thing.
It's your pito?
It's my pito. I'm like, I have to sleep with my little heating pad.
I love how you posted that.
I know.
It's green.
It is green. It's green. Did you see it all striped and stuff? So funny. But yeah, so I'm glad. I do feel like my hair is growing a little bit. It still needs to be healthier, but the texture of my hair is just still weird. So I made a few TikToks I'm gonna post and see what the girlies say about if there's like a certain other product they recommend, or I'm just gonna like mousse my hair and see like if that just cut my hair texture. I feel like I'm just missing like a product. I think there's a product that's
when you're styling it, or what do you mean?
Like when I don't want to style it, but like if I want to just like air dry it, like
okay.
I feel like there's got to be a product that will help it kind of stay wavy and not poofy, you know?
Okay.
That way I don't use as much heat, because during the week I'm running so much and exercising so much, there's no point in me touching heat on my hair.
Good.
So something like that. But yeah, it's growing.
Make your suggestions then in the comments.
I know. What do I need? What do I need? But no, it's been good. I mean, since the last 2 weeks that I've seen you, I started my Hyrox training. So Chris and I hired a coach. His name is Brian, and he looks just like a coach, which I'm really happy about. I feel like I'm very much, if I'm gonna hire someone, I want them to like look the part, because even when I was like, you know, in the training phase, when I worked at Gold and I was a trainer, I really didn't like any of the trainers that were training in my gym. Like, I'm like, I would really not ever take advice from you, just because I feel like they were not. I feel like when I think about a trainer, I think very fit. Yeah, just like that's what I think. If you're a Pilates instructor, I also expect the same thing. I just think that way. And so he looks incredible. He like does Hyrox training, but I think also genetically he's I think he's like mixed. I'm not sure. I haven't asked him, but I think he's like mixed. But he looks great. So I was really happy that we have a trainer that also looks great. So he's been training Chris and I 3 times a week. It's been killer. It's been killer for sure.
Do you think it's like the hardest workout you've ever done?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
For sure.
So what is a workout and how long is it?
It's an hour long. He typically starts us with like warm up, 6 minutes on the treadmill run, and then we do like some dynamic stretching, which is nice because I get to warm up my hips and stuff. It's a lot of strength with endurance training, because for the Hyrox, if you're not familiar with Hyrox, I believe it's 6 different exercises in the competition with a kilometer run in between. And each exercise has to either do like with your endurance, like skiers and rowers, or strength, which is like pulling a certain amount of weight, pushing a certain amount of weight, lunging with a certain amount of weight, and then ball throws with a certain amount of weight. So Chris and I are competing in mixed doubles. So when you do mixed doubles, which means male and female, because they have doubles, just man, male, and then they have doubles, female, but we're doing mixed, which is male, female. So in mixed, you have to do the men's weight. You don't do the female weight.
No, equal rights.
Yeah, so
I would be like, no.
So we have to compete in his weight category. So that's been really hard, because for me, I stopped because I was like, I'm a Pilates queen now. I'm a runner and Pilates queen. So I haven't been lifting heavy in a long time. So now we're doing a lot of heavy upper body movements.
So is Chris like, well, this is my weight and you got to deal with it, boo? Or is he like, okay, I'll kind of go lower on my weight to help you? Or are you keeping up with that weight?
No, so he's training, the way that we're training is he's training in his weights, and I'm training with what I can work out,
but competition is the same weight, right?
Everybody has to do the same weight.
Okay.
So, like, he can't change it for me, and I can't change it. Like, I just have to do it. The thing about it is that you're able to break it up in whichever way, so he can take some of the load off of me in certain things.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the, like, burpee jumps, because it's no weight, I can do more than him. Okay. You know, so we can kind of take weights off of each other. But honestly, I was the one that was like, let's do this, right? Like, let's do this competition. I'm going to do it.
What inspired you?
I had been wanting to, like, when I was doing the classes here, I learned about it, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I think because I love a challenge, you know me, I love challenges, and I'm so done with competing. I was like, I just want to do something that's going to challenge me. And I had this conversation with him last night, and I'm like, it feels so good to finally have, like, a goal again. Because I feel like I thrive when I have, like, my personal goals, like, personal physical goals. And so I was like, okay, you want to do it with me? And he was like, well, if I do it, like, don't waste my time. Like, I want you to, like, make sure you're going to commit. Because he's so competitive. And so I was like, in my head, I was like, well, I do more cardio than him, so I'm going to be more in shape. Nah, girl. I think he's been killing it, which because it requires a lot of strength, he kills it because he's been keeping up with all his strength things. And because he's been running and boxing now, his endurance is pretty good. So he's been killing it. He's been carrying us, which is like, I'm like, fuck, like, I need to, like, I gotta step it up. But because I think for me, the endurance I can do. It's when he makes us do like little circuit kind of training. So it's like an endurance exercise followed by a strength exercise followed by an endurance exercise. So when I get to the endurance the strength exercise, I want to throw up because I'm not used to that weight, pushing myself that much. So Art, I told Art, I'm like, hey, can you come and film us like once or twice a week because I want to like really document my journey.
I want to see it too.
And of course, the day he comes was just yesterday. I'm like, oh God. And Brian always said, like, if you have to throw up, just run outside. Because the first day, like, I went outside. I didn't throw up, but it was just like, I was just like, I need to go outside just in case. But yesterday, I was like, oh God, I'm going to throw up. He was making me do pull-ups. And I was like, it was like the last pull-up that I just felt it. I ran, and I'm like mic'd up, granted, because Art's recording. And I forgot. So I ran outside, and like, I didn't throw up, but I was for sure like 3 times. Like, nothing would come out. And then I turned back, and he's at the door filming me. And I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, oh my God, my mic was on. He was like, yeah. I'm like, you're going to hear me gagging. Like, I was like, it was just, it's for sure, like, I'm pushing myself, which is good, right? It's also been, like, really cool because I've been, like, I'm terrified of running on the treadmill.
Why?
I'm terrified of running on the treadmill.
Falling?
I think I get, like, in my head about, like, my feet. And so Ryan's like, well, there's going to be a lot of treadmill runs. Like, I need you to, like, be prepared because in training, we're going to be doing the treadmill runs, and then we're going to be doing that one where, like, you go as fast as you can, whatever. And I'm like, Brian, I don't run on the treadmill. I'm terrified. So we did our first run last Friday on the treadmill. Dude, I was like this close to, like, in tears. I was like, Brian, please. He was like, you can do it. You can do it. And Chris like, babe, you can do it. You can do it. And so I started off slow and I worked myself up. But I was literally shaking and sweating not from the exercise, but just like I was.
The things I learn about you, I swear. Like,
terrified.
Every other month. I'm like,
I know.
No, I can't swim. Yeah. I'm terrified of a treadmill.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, dude, this is like, I was so close to crying, and I don't cry, but I was just like so like, it was like so scary for me to do that.
So what are you afraid of?
I guess it's really just like falling.
Have you ever fallen before?
I think I did. I think I do remember falling like in prep like years ago, and I think that's what like traumatizes me.
They are scary. I will say that. Like, you feel very discombobulated when you stop the treadmill and you get on the ground. You feel so funny.
Yeah,
you're right. I do hate that feeling. Yeah.
I hate it, and so I did the best I could, and we did. I got up to like speed 6, which I've never done, and like I haven't done that in forever. I can't remember the last time I did that. And he was so nice. He was like, I'm just like, you did the best you could and you didn't give up on me, and like that's all that I care about. Like you did really good. You did it better than I was hoping for. So like I'm grateful to have someone who like, he's really good. He pushes us a lot, but then he also sees like, he doesn't expect us, like, obviously he's a trainer, right? So he knows, and I'm a trainer too, but right now I'm in the client perspective. So obviously I'm hard on myself, and obviously I'm like, I get frustrated.
Doesn't that help you become such a better trainer?
It does, because you're like, everything, no matter how good you think you are, it takes time. And he's like, you know, you're barely starting this. He's like, you guys are going to get so ripped. You guys are going to get in the best shape of your life. And I agree. Like, I mean, we are probably going to be in the best shape of our life. Chris is already like fucking ripped from his abs already.
I know,
It's been
so
2
easy
weeks,
for men.
man.
I'm like, so jealous.
I'm like, are you
Wow,
serious?
so 3 times a week, so 3 hours a week.
3 hours a week, and then he gives us our workouts to do, our runs to do outside of it. So we still have to run like outside, obviously. And then I have my half marathon coming up in August, so I'm still running because I want to do that. And then I have the 25 miles this Friday that I'm running. So
the overnight thing?
The overnight thing is this Friday.
I thought it was 50.
It's 50, But one of the guys that's doing it, Jacob, he comes to our Monday run club, and then we go to his Wednesday run club. He's like, do you want to partner up with me? I think we could do partners. And I was like, oh, shit. Then we can divide the 50.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he's like, yeah. Because last week I was going to be like, no. Like, hey, I don't think I'm going to do it. Like, 50 miles is, like, a lot for me to do with, like, right now. I'm, like, obviously I'm training.
Yeah.
But then he's like, hey, I think we can partner up. For this 50-mile thing, I'll do 25, you do 25. And I was like, okay, then yes, I will 100% do it. So yeah, it's Friday overnight, but still 25 miles is still a lot.
Oh my God.
We'll see how.
I mean, that's a marathon almost.
Yeah. No, yeah, literally.
26.2.
Yeah, it's a marathon. Yeah. So the good thing about this is like it's every hour on the hour you run 4 miles. So like you get however long it takes you get a little bit of a break, you know, so which is nice.
Wow.
But I'm
like
excited
in
and
awe
nervous
right now because that is just amazing. And is it out? It's outside, obviously. Where is it?
It's right in the Postinos in the Heights.
Is it going to be like the mile is the same course every time?
Every time it's the same course, which is kind of nice because by that time you'll get to know where you're at, how much you have left. And
Are they closing down roads or shutting down roads, or how is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna show up.
I'm so curious.
At
next week's podcast will be good because we'll get a recap on this.
Yeah, we'll get a recap of how
wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, so it's been good. That's like my little what I've been working on. And then my family came. My sister and my mom came, and Kylie. Which was
that
fun.
for? Just to visit?
Just to visit for 4th of July. Like I convinced my sister last minute. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "You and mom should come. Like I know it's a drive, but you guys should come," because she's been wanting to come. And yeah, like literally last minute, they were like, "All right, we'll go." Aww. Which I'm really grateful that they came because it is a long drive, and my sister kind of did it all on her own because my mom doesn't drive too much. She drives, but she gets scared for far distances. But yeah, they came and we had Kylie here, and Kylie got to meet Mia, which was so cute. Let me show you this picture of them holding hands together. First of all, they're like eating ice cream right here. Look at this. It's like the cutest thing.
Oh,
for the camera. It's
cute.
the cutest thing. And then they got their face paint. Them with Nino. Dude, it was so cute. I was just like in awe. They were walking and they were holding hands. I'm like, stop. So it was cute that they finally got to meet. It was a good time. Chris was just like, dude, there was not enough gap from Disney World to now to deal with children. So like, he was just like, it's a lot. And I'm like, it's a lot because obviously we're not used to having kids here. But it was so much fun having them here.
But were they a little better because they had each other to like play with?
That day, yeah.
Sometimes it's easier when more kids are around because they can go play with the kids.
Oh, yeah. It was fun. Yeah. I feel like they got along really well. They were playing here. I didn't want to leave. And then... thankfully we had like one good sunny day here in Houston. It's been crazy here. So we were able to go to the pool on Sunday. So it was nice, and then they left yesterday. So it's been good. Yeah.
Did they stay here with you guys?
Yeah, they stayed here.
How was that?
Yeah, good. I made my mom and my sister and Kylie just sleep in my room, and then we slept in the living room. It was good. It's just like so weird. Like I'm so scared because our house, our apartment has like corners everywhere. So I'm like constantly, Kylie, watch out. Like Kylie, be careful.
Yeah.
But she did so good with the dogs too. The dogs, like sometimes I'm scared because Hermes loves kids, but he'll jump on them and like they can scare them. But we just told him no one time, and then she was running around every day chasing him. He was chasing her, following her around.
He's good with kids.
He was so good with her, and like it was just the cutest thing. She'd be like, "Where are the puppies?" and wanted to play with them. But yeah, she's fun. She's a lot. She's a handful, but she was fun. She did great, and it was great having them here.
Are you feel like when they left, you're like, whoa, peace and quiet, it's nice, or are you like, oh, it's too quiet, like I miss them?
No, not it's too quiet. Obviously I miss them, but not the it's quiet. No, I genuinely think it's more of a reality as far as like kids go. Every time I'm around more and more,
like it checks you a little bit.
Yeah, it makes me really realize like I'm not ready yet, and I'm not ready soon. And like I'm like, it's almost like, okay, I need everyone to like give me my space and leave me alone and don't ask me about kids for a while, because I feel like I love them and everything, but again, like it is a lot. And then when I have her, I'm not even her mom. It's a lot for me. Like I feel like it's almost like I really don't know how moms do it. Like I can't even like put myself together the full way that I want to put myself together. I feel like for me, like when I do my glam, that's like me time, right? I have my show on, I'm doing my glam, like I'm not in a hurry, you know? When you have a kid and you're trying to get put, like, dude, like it's a lot. Like yesterday, I like literally went to the warehouse with like a big ass t-shirt, some boxer shorts, and I'm like, my hair's all poofy, and Chris, I was like, don't even look at me right now. This is what it looks like when having a kid for 3 days. I'm like, can you imagine if I had, I'm like, no, like you need so much help.
You're a half mom for 3 days.
And it's a lot.
It's
like,
much.
So it's just like, I feel like another reality check for us. And like, we're just not there yet and wanting.
You were humbled.
Very much, always humbled. very much. But
kids are a lot.
Yeah, how have you been? You went to Miami.
We went to Miami for work, and I think for me, which, you know, and I snuck away. Okay, first of all, we worked 3 days in a row from probably 8 a.m. to sometimes 9 p.m. Straight.
Yeah.
I mean, one day I got almost 15,000 steps in, and that was just being in a hotel, like doing work, you know, like it's literally very labor intense work. People don't realize. You see a gorgeous wedding, but you don't realize the load in, the load out, the amount of employees. We had like 40 hands on deck.
Stories.
Yeah, and what's crazy is we all, you know, sign NDAs, so I can't post anything behind the scenes yet until they post. So
it was a wedding? Sorry.
Yes, it was Deshaun Watson's wedding. He's a big football player, so he married Jillian. She's super sweet. It was a gorgeous wedding. I have so many great photos and videos, but I can't post it. So once they get their photos back, it probably won't be till like another month. They had a really, really nice photographer, and you know, hopefully it'll get picked up by Vogue. But all I can post is, you know, we'd go out to dinner around like 10 or 11 p.m. and we'd do a quick dinner, and I'd literally put makeup on for an hour and washed it off and went back to the room, slept for 3 hours, and then we got up the next day. And I pushed myself a little bit too much to try and have fun because I was in Miami. I'd never been to I've been to Miami actually, but I was way too young. I didn't remember anything. So this time around I was like, okay, we got to do some fun stuff. You know, we did go to some nice dinners, but I am drained. Like,
I'm
so
sure.
drained. Yeah. So insanely drained. And it's crazy because I actually left a day early. The staff stayed there and did pickup, and I didn't even go to pickup. So they worked almost a 24-hour day, and I left. So props to all the staff because they did amazing. But it is just so draining and mentally draining, and it's hard to deal with 40 different staff members who have certain different needs, and then someone has an issue with this and that, and it's just a lot because I'm kind of like HR and management in our company. That's what I do. So for me, it's more like scheduling, making sure everyone's clocking in, clocking out. It's so I got to get lunch for everyone. 40 people in Miami. So it was a lot. I'm very, very, very tired. And I think mentally I just have, like I said earlier, insane brain fog. Like I don't even know what day it is. Yeah. So I got back home 4th of July morning, and I did not leave my bed for 48 hours. I'm not kidding.
You guys didn't do anything for 4th of July?
I was so tired. We popped a Roman candle in the driveway, and I was like, no, this is it.
Well, Blake worked, right?
He did. He worked, so he got off late anyway. But yeah, I was so drained. I was like, no, I'm just going to stay in bed. But when we did sneak away and do some fun things in Miami, we had a blast.
Yeah.
And what is funny is that Real Madrid was playing the 3rd or the 2nd, one of the days we got there. And we decided to go to Carbone for dinner. We go to any time I'm with Valerie. She's obsessed with Carbone just as much as I am. So we always go to Carbone, any city we're in. So we were like, we have to go to Carbone. We went to Carbone. It was super late, like probably 10:30. We get there, and someone pulls up, and there's paparazzi taking pictures, like going crazy, right? He walks in, and one of the other girls I was with, she was like, that's the goalie for Real Madrid. And I grew up with a dad who's obsessed with soccer. He plays soccer. So I was like, oh my gosh, she's right. That is the goalie for Real Madrid. He's probably arguably the best goalie in the world. Super tall guy. He's like 6'7". You'd spot him anywhere. He's a very big face in the soccer community. So it was really cool. And then when we were leaving to go to valet, he was there, and we got some pictures with him and stuff. He was so nice. It was really cool to meet him. Yeah.
Did you send it to your dad?
Okay, I didn't get a picture with him. I get so embarrassed. I've never asked a celebrity for a photo. I'm just not like that. Like, I just want to give them their space and not bother them. But one of the girls that was with me was like, I'm going to ask him. I don't care. Yeah. Please take a picture. I was like, yeah, I got you. So she went up to him, and he just got married. His wife is gorgeous, and they're from Belgium, I believe. And they were there with a couple of her girlfriends. They were all so beautiful. One thing about Miami is like, the women are so beautiful. Everyone is gorgeous and dressed to the nines. At least when you're in like the nicer areas. There's definitely some rundown areas that were not cute. But when you go to the nicer areas, everyone is so gorgeous. So he was there with his wife, and she asked him for a photo. He was so nice. He signed a bunch of people's jerseys that were like following him, like with the Real Madrid jerseys.
Oh my god!
He signed some jerseys. I got a picture of them together, and then she was like, "Do you want one?" And I was like, "No, it's okay." And I regret it now because when I got home, I told my dad, and he was like, "And you didn't get a picture with him?" He's like, "I would have framed that in my house," is what he would have said, because he's obsessed with soccer. Yeah. He's like, he's the best goalie in the world, right? And I'm like, yeah, I was embarrassed. Like, I don't want to ask him.
I know, but he would have framed it.
Upset. My dad was so upset. But
oh my god.
That was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. We went to some fun dinners. We went to Poppy Steak the day afterwards, and we got the $1,000 Wagyu steak on the menu. And I've been to Poppy Steak. Have you been to Poppy Steak? Yeah. Okay. We've been to Poppy Steak quite a few times, and we've never gotten that steak. And you see the show that they do and stuff. But we got it, and
it's $1,000 for that steak.
It's an entire tomahawk-sized piece of Wagyu. And I don't even eat meat like that. I don't eat meat. Like, I don't. Valerie was like, "Look, we should get it. We're in Miami, blah, blah, blah." So she ordered it for everyone at the table, and Miami's just crazy. Like, there was a whole table of like 13, 14-year-old kids that walked in dressed the way you and I would dress to go to the club. Like, I'm not kidding you, 13, 14 years old, probably a whole table of 15 of them. And there were 2 boys that were with them, probably also like 15 years old max, taking shots. Like, they had daddy's black card with them, taking shots. They ordered the $1,000 steak too. And then all the managers came by. Like, obviously his dad was someone, you know what I mean? And he comes in all the time. Miami is just crazy. Like, so crazy.
Yeah. Damn, that is crazy.
It was so weird. Like, I wish I'd gotten some videos, but I don't creep like that. But like, you cannot fathom how every girl probably had a baby Birkin and like designer that's done. Yeah. Like 14 years old.
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
It's just crazy. It reminds me of like this TikTok I saw there's this girl who's on TikTok who like books luxury vacations and trips for, I guess, like private clients. Well, she has this like client, and I guess his daughter is one of her clients too. So she's like, the girl is calling the dad, and she's like, I'm going to make up the name, like, "Hey, John." And he's like, "Hey, what's up, Sydney," or whatever. And she's like, "Hey, just wanted to let you know that your daughter, she wanted me to ask you. I know you're a little mad at her because of her recent purchase. She had bought, like, on the fly, like a new 2025 Mercedes AMG G-Wagon or whatever. And she's like, she wants to, I know her trip here is done, but her and her friends are trying to extend their Europe trip for a couple more days. She's asking for a little bit more." And then he's like, "Okay, how much does she want?" And just give me the number. And she's like, 60. And he's like, tell her 25. And I'm just like, bitch, she's asking for 60 grand just for like another few days. He's like, tell her 25. That's the final number. Put her in some queen room. You don't need to get her a fucking suite or anything. But isn't it just crazy the amount of like, it's wild. People in the comments are like, I don't even get paid 25 a year. You know, like I don't even get paid 60 a year. And she wants to waste this in 3-4 days. It's just insane. I mean,
it is insane.
Privilege, obviously, like, you know, you come from privilege, or, you know, some people are just that wealthy, right? But it's just like crazy to think about.
It kind of reminds, like, Jeff Bezos' wedding was this past week, and he spent $50 million on his wedding. And 50 million.
Okay.
And I saw a post that was like, if you compare his entire net worth to $50 million, if you were to compare it to like, let's just say an average salary, I don't know, it was like $75,000 or $80,000. to you, it would be like $1.35.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's what it'd be like, spending that amount of money for
But
him.
you know what? I was expecting to see more.
Me too.
From his wedding. I was expecting to see more.
Yeah, and yeah. Like, her dress.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
I hate me
too, but
it's not my style, and I was expecting more.
Yes, you're marrying one of the richest men in the world, and like I was just expecting more too. Exactly. I really was. Like, it's just like, girl, you're living it. You're living the dream for a lot of us. So like I don't know. I was expecting more. Maybe, and like, it was a certain. Was it a certain dress or something?
It was a designer dress, and I can't remember who it was. It was definitely a great designer, but I think her inspiration was very vintage, like
like vintage
Pilgrim's vintage, because it was very I don't know the right term to use, but not my style. It was just very old. Like, the look was very, very old school vintage.
But they didn't post any pictures either of their wedding, right? Like, where did they spend the money at?
I guess what the money was spent on was they closed down basically all the ports in Venice. Yeah. They used all the yachts. They used all the transportation, the security, the hotel. They completely had to book the entire hotel for all their guests. Yeah. I think more of the money was spent private jets and all that. The wedding itself, was not that grand. You would expect it to be something beautiful, flowers everywhere, and it wasn't anything crazy. Yeah. For $50 million. So I think most of it was spent on all that transportation and stuff. Yeah,
I agree. Like, because you do have, they had A-list celebrities. So the security, the transportation for all of them, the stay. Right. Yeah, I'm sure, But, I was expecting more.
I know.
Too. Sorry. Anyways, what were
we talking about? What were we talking about?
Oh, the grand luxury of life in Miami.
Yeah, in Miami, yeah. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Anyways, you got back 4th of July.
Got back 4th of July, so exhausted, and that was kind of when, honestly, I just have been in this terrible funk. Like, I can't get out of it. Seriously, it's been so bad, and I'm on here admitting that, but I've got to like put some pep in my step. I don't know what it is.
What do you mean, like, funk? Are you feeling a little depressed? Or like, you're saying, like, you're...
I don't think it's depression. I feel a little bit burnt out.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that's what it is. Burnt out.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, it was just so mentally draining, exhausting. I could go on and on about the specifics of that work trip specifically, but just dealing with 40 employees and having to... Yes. We're all in different hotels, and... just that need of, like, they're constantly texting me, calling me about the smallest things, and having to put out all these fires, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I just want, like, everyone to leave me alone. Yeah. So mean to say, but
no,
I get my social battery, I guess.
Yeah, it's just down.
Completely
negative. You need to just revamp, but that means you take a week to just rot. Yeah. Then you take a week to rot.
It's like 2 days.
But that's okay. I feel like I'm the same. Like, I feel like after a brand trip, like, it takes so much energy out of you, like, and you're working with people constantly, and then you're putting out fires and everything. Like, of course, you need more than a day or two to, like, just get back up. Like, my social battery would be exhausted too. It's not like you just did, like, even like a 1 day thing. Like, you did a couple day thing in Miami, something grand. Like, it's like, you definitely need. It's okay. Like, it's okay for you to be, like, in a I don't even call it a funk. You just need to charge yourself again.
I do, yeah.
You just need to recharge. That's it.
I do. But I was like, okay, I've got to do something. And my dad called me, and he was like, what are you doing Sunday? And I was like, Sunday, I was planning on bed rotting again. And I was like, nothing much Sunday. And he was like, okay, USA is playing Mexico. Mexico won their game. They're going to play USA. Let's go on Sunday. I want you to come with me, because we go to soccer games all the time. That's like our thing. And I was like, okay, I'll go. And my sister happened to be off too, so we went together. And Blake was working, unfortunately. He really wanted to go, but he couldn't. And we have Emma also this month is our month for the summer. And I was like, you know what, let me take Emma. And then last minute, I was kind of like, soccer games can get really rowdy, like very rowdy. And I was like, I just, God forbid, something crazy happen. Fights break out all the time. Beer gets thrown, I was like, I don't think it's the best environment for her yet. Maybe when she's older. So she decided to stay back with her grandma. And so we went to the soccer game. And we go to the soccer game. And something about this soccer game felt so different. And I know 100% it had to do with just all of the immigration issues happening as of recent. When I say 99.9% of that stadium was in green for Mexico, it was like literally we sat down in our seat and the national anthem, the Mexican national anthem started playing, and you could just hear the whole stadium literally singing at the top of their lungs. And I just literally, it brought tears to my eyes because I was like, oh my gosh, we're in Texas, in Houston, we're at NRG. It's a sold out game, and 99% of these people here are Hispanic or Mexican, you know? And it was just so cool to see.
Yeah, I love that you went. I'm like, that is so cool. I feel like that would have been such a bucket list for me.
I know, and we had a few extra tickets too. My dad
no, it's okay. Well, I have my family here, but like, when I saw your story, I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you went. I think it's so cool that you went. I think it's such a memorable thing for you. And they won. Yeah. They won with everything happening right now. I just think someone else posted it. I think, did you share that TikTok?
No, I didn't share TikTok. I
shared a TikTok, I think, where she was like, with everything going around, like this one just is so, with everything happening, this one just hits so differently. Yeah. You know, you're playing against the country that wants to keep you out. Like, it was just so, like, what she said was so powerful. And I just think it was so amazing to see. Even, like, I know I didn't cover 4th of July too much, but we went to, across the street, they do, like, always, like, a big, like, a 4th of July fest. It was so weird. Like, you know, you're grateful to be here, but with everything, it's just so sad. You almost feel like, am I betraying my heritage by celebrating a country that is forcing my people out? Like, it just felt off.
You said the word betray is like the best word to put it.
Yeah, like we felt kind of off. I was telling Gabby it was primarily whites. Like, I don't feel like I saw too many Hispanic, and it just like didn't sit well with me. It didn't. We were there for a few hours, and then we came back. We just ended up watching the fireworks here. But I just think that it falling on this weekend too was so...
4th of July weekend.
I know. It was crazy.
It was crazy. And USA scored a goal within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Quick goal, and we were like, oh, no. Then halftime happened. Then Mexico scored a goal, and we were tied 1-1. And the energy in the stadium was crazy when Mexico got the first goal, and we were tied. And soccer games get really aggressive just by chance. Of course, I feel like it follows me everywhere, and I'm like the least confrontational person you'll ever meet in your life, right? Like, I won't throw hands. I don't get in fights. Like, that's just not me. I'm very much I'd
be like, hold my hair.
Silence speaks louder than fists. I don't know. Like, that's just me. And then, lo and behold, right behind me, a huge fight breaks out. And it was so bad. It was so bad. Like, I'm going to tell the story on Patreon because of the words that was said and the way they were fighting. It was so aggressive. Like, I can't even word how bad it was.
Okay. I'm excited for you to tell me.
Yeah, it was so bad. And then I was like, oh my God, thank God I did not bring Emma, because I don't want my daughter around anything like that. But yeah, by the time the game was over, Mexico ended up winning. They scored a goal. We won 2-1. And there were literally so Mexico was green. That was their color. And white or blue was USA. And when I tell you the stadium had one little section of United States people, it was like so small. And I mean, look, I'm American. I was born in the United States. I'm very proud to be American. But when it came to this game, I was like, no, I'm going for my roots.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. And,
yeah. And it was so cool. It was really cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
No, yeah, this, like I said, this was weird. This weekend was weird. And then obviously we have the whole, unfortunately, the rain that came, the flood, that was crazy. I took videos on Thursday. We were leaving first watch, and out of nowhere, the rain came. I kid you not, I was like in the car like, what the hell is happening? The water was like just like, cars were like halfway where Trader Joe's is right here. I was freaking out. I was like, what is happening right now? And then it kind of like went away. It's because the rain fell so hard, so fast. But I didn't think anything of it. And then now, like with the news and everything, we find out how many people like flooded and got taken, and then the girls' camp, which I thought it was like an older girl camp. It was a young girls' Christian camp. That is, it is incredibly sad. I have a family member
that volunteers there. She wasn't there this time, but she has volunteered there in the past. And so it's just, I literally can't talk about it too much, or I get extremely emotional about it, because I just cannot imagine the mothers and the fathers, the family members, the siblings, the camp counselors who have to live with that trauma. And the counselors themselves were children in a way. Some of them were teenagers, so my heart goes out to anyone and everyone affected by that. I mean, I think the death toll is over 100 now, so I literally cannot fathom it. And
is it just that the floods like just take people? Like it's like a
so I don't want to spread misinformation, but from what I've read, and I've read bits and pieces, because again, I just cannot bring myself to literally like So from what I read is they all fell asleep. They went to bed, right? Like whatever, 7, 8 p.m. Overnight is when the rains fell so hard that the river flooded. Like 3, 4 a.m. they were woken by water being literally up to wherever in the cabins, and then it happened so quickly overnight while they were sleeping. Yeah, that's why they weren't able to evacuate. So yeah, I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I saw there was a gentleman who rescued over like 50 people so far, and that's just like so amazing to see.
Like just swam and rescued them, or what?
He's in the Navy, and he came out to help, and they have specialized boats and gear to go into the river and find people, and he has rescued so many people. And I saw him in an interview, and he was like, I'm just doing my job. Like, this is my job. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And I just props to anyone who is going out there to help with relief, and anyone who's donated. And it just hits so close to home. I mean, it is so close to us here, and everyone's talking about it, but it is so close to us, and I just can't imagine sending your precious baby girl to a church camp, and this happening. I don't know. I don't know.
It's really sad. Yeah, the run club I go to tomorrow is like collecting donations and things like that. So we're gonna go. We're gonna donate and stuff. It's just because it's really. It's so hard, and I'm trying to stay off social. Like I can't, because I take it in, and it just like really affects me, So it's just like it's really sad. I cannot fathom. You think, oh, it's just rain, and it's like nothing, and then I mean, I've seen so many horrible things, just like of parents who've lost kids because they were staying on opposite ends of cabins, and just like it's really sad. So yeah, our hearts go with those families, because I cannot imagine what they're going through.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna tell you. On a lighter note, I went to the Dark Sport Austin event. That was fun.
Yeah.
Moss was one of those sponsors, but a lot of the girls came up and they asked about you.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they're like, "Where's Hannah?" Oh. I'm like, "She's in Miami, bitch."
Like, this isn't a podcast event.
I know.
Do you want some Moss?
Yeah, you want some? I'm like, she typically doesn't come to the Moss events, but do you want me to tell her to come next time?
That's really
but yeah, I had a few
sweet.
girls. And then I had one of the girls I met. She was wearing one of the provocative shirts.
No way.
Yes, I took a picture with her. I was like, oh my God, that is, I was like so close to crying. I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've seen. I'm like, God, that was so cool.
And now that's almost 2 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool to meet everyone, and everyone's so friendly, and but I just thought it was cool. I'm like, oh, Hannah's gonna love that. People were asking about her.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I can't. We have thought many times about things in the works that hopefully we can host an event of some sort, to where we can get to know everyone, and you girls who are in Houston or willing to come out to Houston can come and do a really fun event. So.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you guys want to come to Houston, and or where you guys want us to go. Wherever the big majority of population is, we'll go.
Oh, we will.
We will.
We will.
It's funny because I saw another girl I follow. She was doing like a fitness retreat for herself and her followers, and she's like, they're going to Costa Rica, and like they buy the package, and I think I looked into it because I just wanted to see how much it was. I think it was $2,000. So like I would pay $2,000 and it would include all the stay, most of the food, all the activities we'd be doing. It just wouldn't include the plane. But I was like, that's so cool. Like if we did like, and they're going to Costa Rica. So you almost get like a vacation out of it.
Yeah.
Like if you do like a whole like 4-day weekend thing, like I was like, that'd be kind of fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That would be so
I was like,
fun.
I was like, that's cool. We could do like a girls, like an intimate girls vacation.
Oh my gosh. Well, let us know if you guys, well, let us know if you guys would actually be down to do that.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be really cool.
That would be, it's like a retreat.
It's like a retreat, but then we're like grounding ourselves in Tulum, like, and then we're going to the day pool parties, and then we're going out to dinner. It'd be so much fun.
So grounding.
It'd be so grounding.
Sounds so fun.
I know. It'd be so much fun, though.
I love Costa Rica. I have so much family in Costa Rica.
I know. I need to go. I've been wanting to go.
Oh, my. You've never been to Costa Rica?
No. I want to go.
Fun.
I want to go. I've heard it's beautiful. So
it is beautiful. I grew up going there so many times. My grandpa has some land in Costa Rica. My abuela lives there. So we should totally go.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
That would be amazing.
I'm down. Okay, so let's finish up this episode with some Love Island tea, the drama. So, are you caught up? Okay, Gabby's caught up. Are you caught up?
I'm caught up.
Okay, I'm not. I stopped because I couldn't take the bullshit anymore.
Okay.
You know me. I can't.
I know.
I cannot.
It's like me and Sex in the City. I
cannot.
So
I was like, this is disgusting behavior. This is...
Who's disgusting behavior? Because there's a lot.
Everybody is disgusting behavior. I think the whole... I've never watched Love Island before, but so this being my first one puts a horrible taste in my mouth.
I'm so sorry.
And everyone feels the same way. Mm-hmm. I think the producers of this show are disgusting, or they're like, there's something wrong with them because, and I'm not the only one that like I've read about these challenges. These aren't ways you find love. This is disgusting behavior. How are you, like what we talked about, how are you going to fall in love with someone by spitting milk in your mouth? That's not falling in love. And then I feel like I stopped because you're voting people off who have found relationships. Mm-hmm. Isn't that the whole point of the show? Mm-hmm. So, as you know, I was a big fan of Sierra, and then I stopped watching. I know there's been a lot of drama with her. My biggest problem with her and the girls that I actually like were like the fact of them voting a girl off because she made a connection. I'm like, well, don't you have a connection with Nick? Mm-hmm. Does that mean you should be voted off?
Yeah.
So that pissed me off. The whole Alondria kissing Nick and that whole thing, I don't care if it was scripted, that's disgusting friend behavior.
Yep.
And again, if you like Huda, there is something severely wrong with you. You are not emotionally intelligent. You have toxicity and victimized mentality. Yes. So if you are over here rooting for Huda, you and I would never be friends. I know I'm being aggressive right now, but it just...
No, you're so right. She's gotten better, okay? Like, I think she's over her crazy crash out, I will say. Like, I think she's realized...
It's her... It's red flags over everything, personality-wise.
Absolutely, red flag everywhere. But, by the way, my favorite girl is Iris. Like, such an unproblematic queen.
Yeah.
I love her.
She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Her and Pepe.
So, her and Pepe are a thing now.
Her and Pepe are a thing.
What happened to... What's his name? That was like TJ. He just left. They voted him off. And she got with Pepe after. And they've been cool.
That's what's... I was about to say the F word. That's what's so messed up. I'm trying to do better about that because I forget we're not on Patreon. Mm-hmm. So what was so messed up, this year they switched things around. So they're having the Islanders themselves vote for who stays and who goes, which is like... not how it's been. Usually it's America votes, right? Or it's whoever's not in a couple leaves. Makes so much sense, right? Mm-hmm. Because the objective is for the best couple to win. So with this season, there's like no official couples. The only official closed off couple was Sierra and Nick, right?
Yeah.
And now that whole issue happened. But when Iris had a really good connection with TJ, And then he got voted off. Like, he got not voted off. The Islanders kicked him off, basically, because no one stood behind him or whatever. Like, they're just doing things really stupidly this year. It doesn't make any sense, like you said. Like, it's just twisting the whole objective of the game and what we're supposed to do, what they're supposed to do. So that's why I know for a fact the producers definitely, like, instigate these things. You know what
absolutely.
I mean? Like, they pick, and it kind of made me realize, because last time we talked about this, I was like, why are they casting these people? But that's me being naive, because, like, hello, they pick problematic people because it's drama, and that's what sells on TV. It's what gets views on TV, right? So when it comes to Huda, like, they kept her, even though America probably voted her least favorite. Yeah. But they switched the numbers. They fudged the numbers, I'm sure. Absolutely. Like, we're never getting a sponsorship from Love Island ever. Here we are. Like,
if that's the show, I would never want to watch it. I feel like it's been so messed up. This is not a proper love show. Like, this is not what everyone's been raving about. Obviously, I know, like, these shows are for drama, right? Like, they create the drama. They pick these people with actual fucking issues. If you don't have a fucking issue, they're not going to pick you. They're not going to get sane people going on the show.
Right.
The only one that I personally think was sane and that I liked was, what's her name? She's coupled with Ace. Shelly. Uh-huh. I feel like Shelly has been sane. Now, the whole Shelly and Ace thing is weird, but I feel like she's been great up until where I watched. Yeah. I don't know. But, like, this is why I don't like these shows, because I'm not feeding into that drama. I don't want that, like, energy. I don't want to be pissed off at the TV. Like, that's just not who I am. I want to be like, okay, I'm rooting for a couple. Like, that's what I want. I don't like manipulation, which I feel like has been manipulation up until this point. Mm-hmm. And then I just read on TikTok, Sierra's out and Nick didn't stand behind her. So where's the true love? There wasn't no fucking true love. What do you mean?
It was crazy, because I watched the episode where, you know, they were like, Sierra has left for personal reasons, and then Nick it went right over his head, you know what I mean? Like, and I know they're not going to show their reaction because they want to just quickly drift over that. They don't want everyone to focus on the fact that they kicked Sierra off. So it's crazy, and I think a lot of it is definitely just for TV. That's what this season, again, it's just awful. Like, you have to watch another season to where last year was really good, so you can have a better taste in your mouth, because this is terrible. Like, it's awful.
And I will say this. I think I am disgusted by people and the kind of comments that they leave on these people's profiles. For what? Did you see Sierra's parents coming out, like, calling ice on her parents and stuff? Like, what you're calling her for? Why? Like, there is no need to try to cancel her, ruin her. Like, do I think that obviously she wanted to be on Live Island? Yes, she was 100% wanting to be an influencer. Go to her page. Like, maybe she wasn't doing it for the right reasons to find love. Because, again, these people blow up overnight because they go on these shows. People are like, oh, she had a Love Island birthday party, like, last year or 2 years ago. Okay, like, maybe the girl did love Island. Mm-hmm. Does that mean that you need to hate on her ass? No.
Well, they're hating on her for the racial slur.
So, because she said, like, something that I didn't even know was the thing. So I was like, thank God I never said that word.
So she posted an old story of her getting some injections done, some Botox or whatever, and she used a racial slur towards Asians on her story, and it was deleted, but someone took a screenshot of it, and they're bringing it to light now that she's on Love Island. Also, I think it's because she kind of became a mean girl, like, the past couple episodes, and I think and I think this person, whoever brought it to light, was like, okay, well, she's also quote unquote racist. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so she started becoming a mean girl in these last few episodes.
Definitely things were kind of just, her energy was giving mean girl. So I think someone wanted to kind of cancel her, and they realized they'd already kicked one girl off episode 2 for another racial slur that came up from her past. So they were like, well, let's keep this train moving. And so she got kicked off. And that's why she's getting hate, is because people are saying they're upset about the racial slur she used.
Yeah, I get it. This whole thing is just, I don't know. I just feel like it's just a bunch of, I'm like, at this point, why are people watching the show? Like, no one's together. Does anyone even have an actual genuine connection? Who's Alondria with now?
Who's Alondria with?
They're actually a couple now?
They're not coupled up officially. Are they now a couple? Okay, yes. I think the producer said that they're now officially a couple, right?
Yeah, they did a recoupling.
Okay,
Yeah,
and they coupled up. Yeah. Because whenever they first said Sierra's left Love Island for personal reasons, Nick is now officially single, and then they had a recoupling. Yeah, so they recoupled.
So who was Alondra? Why didn't she leave? Was she with a person? No? Mm-mm. So they voted TJ off but didn't vote her off.
It's because America voted first.
America voted.
And they were
okay.
Bottom four.
Gotcha.
out of those 4,
They had to choose. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think the collective vote is like everyone loves Amaya.
I don't understand that either. I really don't know. Like, I don't want to say anything negative about her because she seems sweet, right? I don't know. But still, I don't know. I don't understand.
Baby girl needs a literature class, okay? We're a whole nurse. We are a nurse, right? Are we a registered nurse? I don't know because
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I'm missing something because everyone loves Amaya and everyone loves Huda on TikTok, and I'm like, what am I missing? Like, what are you guys seeing?
Amaya is super sweet. She
Yes,
is such
I get
a girl's
that.
girl. She is so sweet. That's what everyone absolutely loves. She's funny.
She is funny. I like what she does. Her voice, obviously gives her her personality.
At least I'm a little funny. Like, I love her little song. She's really cute.
Poppy came out with an Amaya papaya drink.
I know.
That's crazy.
She has so many opportunities waiting for her when she gets out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I am so rooting for her too. I think she's definitely been the most genuine girl.
Yeah.
Other than Iris, like, she's just so sweet. And she's always there for all the girls, and she's real. Like, she got 10 toes and she gonna stand on them.
I saw that.
Like, she's so funny.
I did see this part where Iris did pull Sierra and told her, like, Alondra did kiss Nick. I do think you need to have a conversation. I was like, I liked you, Iris, before, but now I love you because you are a true girlfriend.
Real.
You're real. Like, it's true.
Yes.
I mean, like, I know, like, that whole drama with Huda kissing Ace the way she shouldn't have done that. I don't care if it was disgusting. First of all, why the hell do you feel the need to go like this at every single
kiss?
What is the point of that? Like, you look disgusting.
So on Patreon, we broke down how to
kiss,
how to make out, kiss. Like, we guys, oh my God,
it's disgusting.
It is so nasty
and unattractive.
Every single kiss is tongue.
Disgusting.
Like, come on, you're telling me in the real world?
That's how you're making out with a guy at the club?
I mean, that's how you're like, just, what? First date? Is that how you're kissing him?
No.
I would run if I was him. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I mean, I think what Alondra did too was fucked up. So, like, it's all fucked up. It's all just messed up.
The latest episode was so funny, though, I will say. Like, the baby episode was so funny.
Whose baby was that?
What do you mean?
There was a baby on there.
They all get babies in the recent... that happens in Love Island.
Oh, they get little babies?
They all get babies to, like, see what they would be like as parents. And for the day, they have to be parents. Fake parents.
Oh, that's funny.
This past episode's so funny. Like, I always love that challenge. It's so funny.
Okay. Maybe I'll watch that. But
watch that one because it's really funny.
I'm over it. The drama and everything. God, Gabby, you should have waited for a better season to get me into it because it's just...
Feeling really gratitually.
That was crazy.
I think she has a speech impediment.
Oh, she has a speech impediment. Okay.
Babe, no. Are you kidding me? She said, I want to go die skiving. Die skiving is not a speech impediment. She needs
taco.
She needs what?
She said Tuesday tacos.
Yes.
Maybe she's dyslexic.
Maybe that too.
Yeah, dyslexic, right?
Did you say dyslexic?
Maybe I'm dyslexic. Yeah, maybe she. I mean, obviously, I'm not making fun of her. I'm not a personal fan of her voice, but there's a lot of people that are.
If you are a nurse and you graduated with a bachelor's in science, you should know how to spell gratitude, okay?
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that. I mean, it has been like 6 different words that we are just butchering. Like, come on, babe. You're looking dumb. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. We're an educated woman. We need to polish up our literature. Like, my 7-year-old speaks better than you. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not afraid to be like, all right, girl. If I was her friend on Love Island, I'd be like, no, it's gratitude.
Yeah.
Gratitude. Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Okay, yeah, gratitude. I got you, girl. Don't worry. I'm not gonna let you look dumb in front of America right now. Like,
But I think
someone help her out.
Because she said it in her one-on-one, right?
Yeah, she did say in her confessional.
In her confessional. So no one's there, and she's like, gratitude.
Okay, let's go skiving. I feel like, huh? What? Oh, skydiving.
Skydiving.
Yo,
Oh.
skydiving.
You messed up, baby. But it's skydiving.
Skydiving.
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably having just like a rough day.
Yeah, yes.
No, let's not make you look dumb, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd be like, cut that, you guys. Cut that.
Don't
Okay.
don't put
I
that
got
out there for her.
Yeah, don't. And you know they're doing that on purpose.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely, dude. Anyways, I think that cuts it. Also, 28 years later came out. We need to go watch that.
Oh, yes.
Go watch it.
Yes.
I've been waiting.
Okay.
It got rated 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh my God. Okay. I do have to say something. I watched the recent Final Destination.
Okay.
I did not love it.
You didn't?
No.
I liked it.
The storyline was so cheesy.
It was a little cheesy, but I feel like all Final Destinations
They
are
are cheesy, but it's 2025. So I was like, this is going to be so badass. It's going to be like, the storyline was not it for me. Like her like seeing the vision and then her like with the, no. It was not it for me. Like, yeah, the graphics and all that were really cool. But I didn't like love the movie too much. It was too cheesy. The storyline was cheesy.
It was cheesy, but
okay, so I also saw F1, the F1 movie.
oh yes, Chris wants to watch it.
It was I would say it was very good if you're an F1 fan.
Okay. We are.
Okay, yeah, and I know you guys love F1. It felt like you were driving an F1 car. It was good in that sense. Again, the plot was a little funny. Like and I don't want to spoil anything. The plot was just kind of funny. And if you know F1, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, that's not possible for that to happen with what happens in F1.
You know Lewis Hamilton was one of the producers.
Yes, yeah. It was very accurate, like 95% of the time. And there was like 5% that was like, okay, come on. Like, that can't happen.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But it was overall a great movie. Very well made.
Okay.
Like, amazing. It literally felt like you were in the car and you were driving. But other than that, what else? I think that's it. Yeah. F1 was good.
Yeah.
So go see F1. I do want to see that movie for sure.
Yeah, I really want to see 28 years later. It got rated really good. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we need to go.
Okay, let's figure out a day and we'll go. And then we'll come back and review it.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm ready for you to tell me that story. Or you have something else?
No. I'm going to tell you my crazy story on Patreon. So go on Patreon, you guys.
Yeah, I'm like ready for you to tell me the crazy story. What happened?
If
would I have gotten in a fight if I was there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go to Patreon, guys. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
I'm literally just a girl.